I want to use this opportunity to welcome our great leader, the leader of Eastern Security, in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of Amadike.
December, just 10,111 days from on parade. Gibono. Ibi bison. Anama. Akwa mwema Gibono. M'frère Mieriota pour son sein. Quand frère foot, ils ont mis côté Eastern Region. Eastern Region, mais Ibi Mommy, Anna Mommy, Oran Mommy, Efik Mommy, Ibo Mommy, Ijo Mommy, Ikwele Mommy, Ogoni Mommy, Afreville.
In his own dialect. Officer Mara, you are welcome. The commander of Bayelsa State. Thank you.
It's on. Yeah. It's on. Yeah. It's on. Yeah. It's on. It's on. Eastern Region bo Suwambo Bayelsa bo mi oyeri mogumi one Eastern Region yongu one bo sembo digine me ne pagabomini komotoru digamo kriano gumi krimi yano gumi krimi mi krimi yano gumi krimi murume so many wa pagabo Mege ojo me to ha ohe aba de ujakide tolu ye ne chokete ache echi bo echi gala echi belu echi tv o chaka wa de jemengini tolu Eastern Region agba jujaun de ge ojo amomaye mene turu mi tolu engide igbe o na eneke lolu unyo jaun o na eneke chandu ejokon to da mela to de amone kama ma ngbo ma jada kun mege ojo ka juja kide o kete pedo kate kwengi ne alo onchaka akako dama after evalu ma chaka kide onchaka.
I want us to give 3 motions to our great leader. I want to go. Osa. I want to hear more of it to our great leader because it's not easy to gather this great army. I say let us give him another 3 great motions. More of it. Let's go. Let's go.
I want to use this opportunity to welcome our great leader, the leader of eastern security in the person of Mazi Nandi Taro of Amadiki.
Good evening, wonderful people, great BIAFRANS, wherever you're listening to us from, lovers of freedom all over the world. I welcome each and every one of you to this very special address this very day. Today's date is the 12th day of December in the year of our Most High Elohim, 2020. The time now approximately is 7 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. This is a live presentation on a very special day that Chukwukika has designed, that we must do all we can to save ourselves from extinction, from a people who are determined to come down, to take over the lives of the children of the Most High. A day that we have drawn a line in the sand from which we can never ever retreat. We are not going to surrender our land to Janjaweed. It is not going to happen, not now, not tomorrow, not ever. I welcome each and every one of you, and as I do so, and as it is customary with us here, I will urge you to welcome other people as well, because the whole world is listening. On all our platforms, they are listening. And if you are doing so, it is very, very important that you pay particular attention to the announcements we have to make this evening. Very, very important that we do so. But as always, and before we go any further, we must hand over our proceedings to the Most High. But before I do so, I must always say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Biama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika Biama onye na-efe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro, iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwe n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị. N'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe na Chineke, na ihe ndị kwuru anyị nkwa na o mekọtaghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise. As I said, this very evening, we are going to announce our preparedness to defend the land of Biafra. And having waited for very many years for the governors in our land, the entire East, by which I mean the Southeast and the South-South, to do what their counterparts in Yoruba land did, and even what the terrorist Mietiala also managed to do, which they have failed to do up until this very day. We have decided to take it upon ourselves to defend the land of Biafra. We are determined and we are resolute, and we are not going to stop until we eradicate every trace of Fulani terrorism every trace of hegemonic Janjaweedism in our midst. Until that happens, we are not going to waver. We are not going to retreat, not 1 inch, not 1 iota. We have come that we may do the bidding of the Most High for that which we were sent, or should I say born, in the first place. We are going to defend our land against the ravages of Fulani terrorism. We are going to defend the lives of our people against state-sponsored extrajudicial killings by the zoo and forces. We cannot allow what happened in Obi, Watompo, in Aba, in Faruku, in Emene to happen anymore. It can no longer happen in our land. Today, we are sending a note of warning, or should I say caution, to all those that delight in shedding the blood of Biafrans and innocent people right across the length and breadth of this zoological republic called Nigeria. That from this day onwards, any attempt to kill innocent people will be kindly reciprocated. Any attempt by the zoo army or the police to kill innocent populations the same way they did in Obi will be met in equal measure. Therefore, it has fallen upon this very generation to defend our land against the excesses and ravages of Fulani terrorism and the hegemonic tendencies of the Sokoto Caliphate. For years, our mothers have not been able to go to the farms. Our daughters are being raped and cut into pieces. Everybody is aware of what transpired at Nimbo, at Ozowani, what is happening right now in Delta, what is also happening in Ebonyi State, and also in parts of Abia. We cannot allow it to continue. We have cowards and spineless, lily-livered idiots as governors. They have given over our land to the Janjaweed to occupy in perpetuity. This very generation, this very IPOB will not tolerate it. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We would rather all perish and die than to allow our land to be taken over by the Janjaweed. It cannot happen. This is a warning to all the governors who are conspiring due to one political consideration or the other to give our land to infidels and blood-sucking demons from the Sahel. It cannot happen. Not under our watch. It's not going to happen. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Our invaders, we are being told, come from Senegambia. We are being told they come from Mali. Some are from Niger Republic. Some are from Chad, according to the governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai. Therefore, we are setting up the Eastern Security Network to combat the excesses of these vagabonds and criminals from across the Sahel. Along the same lines as Amotekun, and even the ones set up by the terrorists themselves, Miyetti Allah. What we are launching today officially before the congregation of a global audience is the Eastern Security Network. Not a Biafran army, no. Anytime this army will march, we shall let the world know. But for now, and for our present purposes, we are there to defend the land of Biafra against these marauders from the Sahel, against a very determined incursion being led by terrorists, Fulani terrorists to be precise. What we are doing is no different from what Amotekun is seeking to achieve in Yoruba land. What we are doing is not far from what Miyetti Allah, the terrorists themselves, are seeking to achieve in the northern part of the damnable zoological republic. Our response to the endless cycle of insecurity, lawlessness, mayhem, destruction of lives and properties in Biafra land is the launch of this very Eastern Security Network. This very day, in the coming days and weeks, you will see them in their uniforms. You will see them performing very critical and vital functions of ensuring the security of our land. I urge each and every one of you to give them your maximum cooperation. Attempts in the past to resolve this very raging Fulani terrorist incursion into our land has been very fragmented and piecemeal. It has never worked. Just a few days ago, we received reports that Delta State under Governor Ifeanyi Okowa launched what he referred to as Delta Safe Operation Delta Hawk, only for Delta State. Whereas Yoruba governors launched Amotekun to safeguard the whole of Yoruba land. Miyetti Yala launched their own vigilante group to safeguard the interest of Fulani Janjaweed all over the Zoological Republic. When you come to the east, by which I mean the southeast and the south-south, all the governors there are cowards. They have not done anything to secure our lives and our properties. That is why we felt it is necessary for us to do the right thing to protect our land, or else we will go the way that the Hausa people went. And we are not going to allow that, not under our watch. They have managed to fragment our people. They have managed to divide us. No governor in the southeast or south-south has the courage nor the conviction to stand up to defend the people. Therefore, we must. Therefore, IPOB must defend our land to the very last blood in our bones. We are not going to stop. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever, until we rid our farms and our forests of every vestige of Fulani Janjaweedism. This evening, I'm announcing it, that our forests and our farmlands shall be free of Fulani terror presence. They cannot dwell in our bushes. They can bring down their cattle to do their business, after which we expect them to domicile in our cities and in our towns, to rent houses like any other group of people. If they decide to venture into our forests and into our farms, they will have us to contend with. We do not care who they come with. We don't care if they come with their army, their air force, or whoever is supporting this caliphate relentless incursion into the south. We shall meet them head on. We shall confront them. I do not want to hear about any rape of a mother anywhere starting from this very night. I don't want to hear that any daughter of Biafra has been abducted anywhere in our territory, because starting from this very evening, our forests and our farmlands are no-go areas for Fulani terrorists masquerading as headsmen. Because the Fulani very cleverly discovered that the only way they can defeat our people is by dividing us. That is why all the governors of the South-South and the Southeast never got together to float any security outfit capable of defending our land. None of them did. Absolutely none. Even what their counterparts are doing in Yoruba land, they cannot replicate. What ordinary terrorist group like Miyetti Yala is doing, your so-called governors cannot do it, because they are cowards. They are beholden to the caliphate. They have come to do the bidding of the Fulani Janjaweed, and we can't allow them in our land. If they want to serve the Fulani caliphate, they can go to the north and do it. Not in Biafra land, not anymore, not from this very night. That is why this very announcement is being made before the full view of the international community, that they may understand how serious we are, how determined we are. As somebody quite rightly said, the only way to eat an elephant is by cutting it into pieces. The only way the Fulani Janjaweed can overwhelm us is by dividing us. If you are an agent of Fulani Caliphate, if you have come to do the bidding of Fulani Janjaweed in our land, I am asking you this very evening to retrace your steps. Because again, starting from this very day, anywhere Biafrans are killed, Any governor, any police commissioner who tolerates the massacre of innocent people will pay very dearly for it. Will pay very, very dearly for it. Do not underestimate our resolve. Because this evening, first of all, I speak as a human being who is possessed of a compatriot spirit and empathy with the suffering of human beings everywhere, especially in the zoo that Britain created called Nigeria. Second, I speak as a witness to the suffering of Biafrans at the hands of their so-called fellow citizens in the zoo called Nigeria. And what we want to make abundantly clear is that we are warning everybody who is a stakeholder in the zoo about our determination and our resolve to ensure that our land is defended. This is a resolution we have reached, and it is cast in stone. I know that some people may say that Amotekun has some veneer of legal backing from their various houses of assembly in the West, that we must also seek to do the same in the East. We are letting them understand this very that our land is under occupation. The land of Biafra is under occupation with the tacit approval of those you call your political leaders. They have sold us down the drain. They have benefited from the relentless onslaught of a government determined to exterminate Biafrans, especially their youths. We are not beholden to them, because today we present to the world our first and our last line of defense against Fulani Janjaweed inspired murderous anarchy and mayhem across the entire Middle Belt and the South. The Eastern Security Network is here to bring to an end years of Fulani Miyetti Allah terrorism in our land. This very security outfit is modeled, as I have said before, along the lines of Amotekun in the West, and even the vigilante group formed by Miyetti Allah themselves. Therefore, we are going to secure the entire Southeast and South-South, which is the former East, with the necessary assurance that crimes such as kidnapping, armed robbery, illegal abduction of innocent people is brought to an end very imminently. We must bring all these things to an end. We must understand that years of torment has come to an end. I also appreciate the fact that some of you, those who are in the service or in the pay of the Zoological Republic, I know that some of you cannot fathom what we are about to unveil this very evening. You thought that pictures were overwhelming. After this broadcast, the entire video will be released. That all of you may understand how serious we are, that we have come determined to do the will of the Most High Elohim. What is our story? I ask. Our story is that we have been killed for very many years. Just days ago, Fulani Muslims, yes, Fulani, call them headsmen, call them Miyetti Allah, call them Boko Haram, call them ISIS in West Africa. They murdered over 100 rice farmers, purportedly Christians, in cold blood in Borno State. Am I upset about it? Of course I am. Are we grieving? Of course we are grieving. But it is very, very disheartening, very, very discouraging that up until now, the international community have failed to do something about the murderous outrage perpetrated by Fulani terrorists on a daily basis against innocent indigenous populations in the zoo called Nigeria. Sometimes I feel disconnected, sometimes outrage and anger over these killings and the insincerity, the duplicitousness, and the profound lacking of seriousness, or should I say, stark appreciation of history. Our people, we do not learn, we have never learned, and until we rise up, all of us, one after the other, to support this very glorious effort we are making to secure our land, our enemies will triumph over us. But heaven will forbid it. We will ensure that that will never happen in our time. You might ask, what is history? It is a very dark, hideous history of our people, banned by those who rose to power on the ashes of a genocide they themselves committed. It is a history banned in schools out of a sense of denial, yet it is a history still accessible to anybody and everybody who is willing to learn. On the trajectory that we have decided to embark upon, there is no going back. People are going to call, I know that for sure. There are those who may be interested to understand the reason why we do things the way we do it. In the fullness of time, they will come to appreciate the benefit of our tenacity, the benefit of our dedication and devotion to ensuring that Biafra land is secured. There were those in the Middle Belt in years gone by who stupidly joined in committing genocide, dishonestly, I must say, against the people of Biafra. They called it a civil war. They said they fought that very war to unite Nigeria. That same Nigeria is now killing everybody, or should I say, presiding over a reign of terrorism from Fulani Janjaweed. All of you are now regretting it. History is now repeating itself. What transpired against Biafrans, all the conspiracy against Biafra, is now being visited upon those very people that helped the Fulani Janjaweed terrorist caliphate to inflict what amounted to the second worst genocide in the history of the world. Some of them are weeping. We are all weeping. But none of you wept for Eastern Nigeria, so to speak, which is land of Biafra. None of you wept for the Igbo when they are being massacred. None of you wept for the Efik. None of you wept for Anang. None of you wept for even Ejo and other ethnic groups that made up Eastern Nigeria. None of you ever wept for us. We died that your useless Nigeria may be won. And today, all of us are dying. But one day, weeping must come to an end. We have decided not to weep anymore. We have decided not to cry anymore. We have decided not to complain anymore. We have decided not to petition anybody anymore. But I'm sure by the time the Fulani Janjaweed gets exactly what they're looking for in our land, the world will be forced to intervene. This very security outfit is very proactive. It has been set up that very way. We are going to confront every enemy. We are going to confront anybody who will come to kill us. Because trust me, they will come. As somebody once said, there is a method in our madness. We will draw their army down into our land. Their flanks will be opened up. Their villages will be occupied by bandits and terrorists that they themselves created. That by the time they are done and we have sent them packing from Biafra land, they will have no home to go to. All of them don't have no home to go to. The zoo is finished. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. We are not going to keep on weeping. This very evening, we want to remind the world that Fulani terrorists massacred us at Nimbo. They killed us at Ozowani. They came to my house with uniforms and killed over 28 people, as a result of which my parents died. These people will continue killing. All of you are witness to what happened in Obibo. We cannot allow such to happen again. And any governor who foolishly sides with the zoo to inflict death, pain, and suffering upon our people will be held personally responsible, himself and his family. Himself and his family. And all of you that participated or encouraged the slaughter of the innocent at Obibo, you all will be held accountable at the right time. You cannot go free, including Wike. You cannot go free. I assure you, I'm saying it so that the world can hear. So that the day you meet your nemesis, they will know that I announced it live on air. If they want us to go to ICC, we go to ICC. Any court in the world they want us to go to, we'll go there. But Wike cannot go free. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. And the same goes for any other idiotic governor that may want to kill our people. It will no longer happen. In the coming days and weeks, people are going to come out to protest. This very Eastern Security Network will provide much needed security for protesters across Biafra land. I repeat, they will provide security for peaceful protesters across Biafra land. Any idiot in uniform that wants to dare us, you're more than welcome to do so. But you will bear the brunt and the consequences will be very, very dire, I assure you. I assure you. Those of you that bore witness to what happened at Zakibiam, at OD, Emene, Obibo, Isiama Farugu, in Aba, in Atampo, must know that we cannot allow such senseless state-sponsored massacre of the innocent to continue. We can't allow it. We will never, ever allow it. Therefore, I am placing the United Nations on notice, the EU, British government, the US government, that wherever the Nigerian army goes in again to massacre innocent people, we are going to retaliate. We will retaliate. Obibo will be the last time any sitting governor anywhere will give the order for innocent people to be killed. Should that happen again, that governor will die. I am saying it, so you cut out this very clip and send it to the ICC, so they can have it there with them. And all these criminals, all these murderers, we shall meet them there, should the need arise. You cannot go about killing innocent people and you expect them to do nothing. It is impossible. Absolutely impossible. It cannot happen. We have come to die for what we believe in. We have come that we may be free. The zoo called Nigeria was created by a white man, not an African. Named by a white woman, not a black African woman. It has no right to exist. And anybody that kills in the name of Nigeria will be held responsible by us. Because it seems that the ICC doesn't want to do anything. It seems that all the courts of the world are silent as innocent people, men, women, and children are being slaughtered on a daily basis in Nigeria. We can't allow that to continue. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. This very Eastern Security Network is not, and I repeat, is not the army of Biafra. When the time comes for us to raise the army of Biafra, we shall announce it to the whole world. It is merely a vigilante group, the same way you have Amotekun and Miyetti Allah's national vigilante in Nigeria. That is why we must all be very, very measured in how we approach the issues that confront us at this very critical time of our history. We must remain resolute and determined. All those in the pay of Janjaweed, they will come to try to discourage you from supporting this very wonderful initiative that none of your governors were able to do. As some of you will see in the video that will be posted or published after this very broadcast, you will see that we are united all the way from Kogi down to the Atlantic Ocean. We are one family and indivisible. We are not going to allow ourselves to become distracted by paid agents of the damnable Zoological Republic. Self-defense is a constitutional right. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and customary international law. Therefore, I make no apologies for pursuing Biafra relentlessly and determinedly. It can never stop. Those who underestimate our resolve do so at their own peril. As I've said before, we are not alive, we are dead already. When you see men, you will understand how determined we are. But there is one thing we have resolved to do. From today onwards, the death of every Biafran will be avenged. If you kill a Biafran, you will be killed. No matter who you are, we will keep pursuing you until you die. You have no peace and you have no rest. I'm saying it on video that the whole world may understand. In 1966, the world kept quiet as Biafrans were slaughtered in their numbers, 300,000 in the north. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million people were killed. Nobody stood trial for it. Rwanda lost less than 100,000 people. ICC and international courts were convened to try those who were responsible, or should I say, those who were culpable. The same thing in Liberia. But because you killed us between 66 and 1970 and nothing happened, and from 1945 to 1966 and nothing happened, that was the reason, or should I say, that is the reason why the Fulanis will keep coming to kill us on a daily basis. Right now, from this day onwards, if you kill us, we are going to kill you. The men are ready. They have come to defend Biafra land, not to separate from Nigeria, no. We are going to accomplish that via a referendum. But if you come to our villages now to rape our mothers or abduct our sisters, you will die in the process. Any governor found aiding any of these people or giving our land to Fulani Janjaweed will be in trouble with us. Let me make one thing abundantly clear to all of you listening. We have resolved to die for what we believe in. And our belief is simple, very, very simple, that we are going to defend the land of Biafra with all our might. Not in pursuit of secession, as the idiots would say, but in pursuit of the defense of our land so that our mothers can go to the farm without the risk of being raped and torn to pieces. Some of you saw what happened at Uli. How a very beautiful young Biafran lady went to the farm and never came back. She was not only raped, her body was mutilated, cut into pieces and strewn all across her farmland. None of you did anything. Anambra State governor did nothing. Instead, he went along to appoint the same people that committed such heinous crime against the land itself into his cabinet. These are the idiots we are having to contend with in the land of Biafra. And we are saying enough is enough. If you're part of this very conspiracy to emasculate the children of God, to destroy Biafra land, then you are grossly mistaken. I know that the Fulani Janjaweed are not highly educated, they are not polished, they are not discerning, they cannot reason very well. Let me make this very, very clear. The Eastern Security Network is what it is. An organized vigilante outfit, rather than restricting the activities of the defense of our land to maybe Enugu State or Delta State or even Bayelsa State, for instance. We have resolved to defend the entirety of Biafran territory. Allow me to repeat, because some of you are not educated enough to understand what we are saying. I am addressing this to the Fulani Janjaweed. Allow me to repeat. The Eastern Security Network is there to safeguard our land, to stop Fulani terrorists from Mali, from Gambia, from coming into our land to kill us. Our mothers must return to their farms, and our daughters must be able to move about very, very freely. The only way out of the mess people are in Nigeria is that people should stop talking and doing the work necessary to free everybody from this Fulani-inspired bondage. Today, people died, or should I say a lawmaker was killed in Yoruba land. This same day, today, in Benue State, 4 people were killed. Even in Katsina, young boys were abducted, and girls, as a matter of fact, from the dormitories. That is the level of insecurity in Nigeria, and people are dying on a daily basis. Are you going to sit down, just lament, talk about it, and nothing happens? Or are you going to join us to ensure that this reign of Fulani terrorism and insecurity is brought to an end? That is what we are for. That is why this very security outfit has been set up, and that is the work they are going to do. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody is going to stop us. Extrajudicial killings will no longer be tolerated. Any police commissioner, any commander of whatever army unit you are, you bring out your men to come and kill innocent people, you and your family will also die. Because that is the only language you idiots understand. When people keep quiet, you kill them. You have stifled peaceful protests. You have killed people. You have lied about it. And you think you will go on killing innocent people. It can no longer happen, not in Biafra land. Elsewhere you can try it, not in Biafra land. Although the ICC have belatedly decided to investigate atrocities by the Nigerian Army, police, and politicians, sadly, their intervention has come very, very late. Very, very late indeed. A lot of people have died, and a lot of families are angry and they are grieving. And they want vengeance. And I do not blame them. And I can never blame them, regardless of the enormity or gravity of action or actions they may take in order to avenge the death of their loved ones. Therefore, if you're a politician or a commander and you are involved in the killing of people, know that your life is no longer safe. I can assure you. Cut what I'm saying and send it to ICC, send it to the US government, send it to everybody. I want us to go to that court in ICC and we present the catalog of destruction and mayhem and of terrorism perpetrated by the Nigerian government itself. And we'll see who will be convicted. If you think that the likes of Wike can do your dirty job for you, then you are grossly mistaken. Because Wike understands the mess that he's in. He can never be a free man until the day he dies. I'm saying it in the public so the whole world can hear. Wike doesn't deserve to live. He doesn't. And that goes for any other governor that will preside over the killing of innocent people. They have made the zoo ungovernable, not us. Our job is to defend our land, and that is exactly what we are going to do. You know, they love doubting us all the time. They think we are joking. But from tomorrow, the music will change. I thank all of you very much for listening this very evening. Those who doubt what we are doing or the sincerity of our efforts must understand that we have come and there is no going back. And that Biafra is going to be restored in our time, not through the efforts of the Eastern Security Network, but as a result of overwhelming support for the independence of Biafra via a referendum. Anywhere you attack our mothers again in our land, we will attack you back. If you leave us alone, we will leave you alone. We are not going to go into any war. No, not at all. But we are going to defend our land. I thank all of you very much for listening this very evening, morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And for those who can appreciate the enormity and gravity of the mess we are in as a people, we welcome your understanding. If you know you cannot do anything, you stay out of the way. From me, from here, good evening. I have a very special announcement to make. Very special announcement to make this very evening. From today going forward, my social media secretary and principal private secretary is Uchenna Okorafo, who is domiciled in Houston, Texas. From now onwards, she would manage all my social media accounts and handles and will be responsible to make sure that each and every one of us is part and parcel of this very effort we are making. In other words, she is going to be our social media czar, so to speak. And you will join me in wishing her the very best. Once again, thank you very much. And may Chukwokika preserve each and every one of you as we move forward into a land that is blessed, into a land that will once again be free. Thank you very much, and good night to you all.
Good morning, good evening to all BIAFRANS all over the world. We salute you from here and we bring you warm greetings from the Biafran Republic government in exile. Our leader has said it all, and why we play that video is to make you understand that as we speak, that army that Onyendu said will be raised and will be announced in due time had been announced. And that army of Biafra are engaging the terrorists in Biafra land as we speak. That is why we played that video, to remind you the work that was given to that army, the work that was given to the Eastern Security Network, and the reason why you have to support them with everything that you have in your capacity, because they have a lot of work to do. We salute our leader who just finished speak, and we salute our PM who has made sure the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not thwarted, and Biafrans continue to fly above sea level. We salute the gallant men of the Biafran Liberation Army who are engaging the terrorists as we speak now. So if you are in Nko, Okpala in Biafra land, you were advised since morning to stay indoors in these provinces because the army of Biafra are engaging the terrorists and they need to be brought down. To avoid any casualty of the innocent civilians, we said stay indoors so that the army will do the needful. So we salute the ESN and every armed groups that are part and parcel of the liberation. We applaud your courage and what you're doing, and you will have to continue until Biafra is restored. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is behind bars because he set up a security to protect you and to safeguard you from the marauders, from cutting your heads off, raping our women and children, and destroying our names and heritage, and making sure we are wiped off from the surface of the earth and sending us all to IDP camps. And he is still standing tenaciously where he is now. Today is not backing down, not one iota. So what we have to do is to give every support to men and women who have volunteered to fight to defend Biafra, who are in the bushes, who are sleeping and standing side by side with the wild animals inside the bushes, just to make sure we have a land to call Biafra and to make sure we have a place to go back to so that we can continue the name of our ancestors. We must continue, and Biafra is our religion. Maz Yugo, I salute you. Dotland Media, I salute you. Ifeanyi Nwora, I salute you, and many others that will be joining the studio. From me, from here, we declare this broadcast open, and we are not going to stay too long because a lot of meetings are going on. We have been engaged in one thing or another, but we had to keep the media abreast for them to know what is happening so that you will also know what to tell other people in other places. That is why we are here, and we are not going to stay too long. Tomorrow is Eastern Security Network fundraising, and also we will spotlight the map for you to understand where we are saying that we are engaging the terrorist army as we speak, and the necessity of you staying indoors and not allowing anything to take you out. I've been saying this before. Whenever you hear gunshot, do not try to run from wherever you are. The best way for you to advance to your last destination is to lie down on the ground, and then you start advancing, crawling on the ground till you get down to a secure place. If you stand up to start running, when you hear gunshot, you may become a victim of the flying bullet. So we must avoid those casualties, and we must learn, and we must know what to do when there are situations of that kind. As you go, take the mic from me. Take the mic from me, Mas Hugo. Take the mic from me.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my minister, for information. And I can see Ifani Wara. And oh, that one media is gone out. I think network kicked him. I thank you all in the media and all the faithful Biafrans anywhere you are coming from, watching from. Thank you for being part of this program this evening. We must not forget to remember that our leader is still incarcerated in DSS dungeon, where fools tell you they go to get messages from. But the real messages are coming from the real people. Whenever you hear the real message from our leader, you will know. And special thanks again to all the people in Biafra government in exile and everybody that is part of this movement, either by saying, Jisenike, we are behind you, financially, otherwise. And I must not say that I'm thanking God for person of Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, today. If not for him, we wouldn't have been gathering here today. So that's a special recognition. And I want us to know that we are here to fight for our freedom. You are not doing it for anybody, for yourself. So our minister will give you any information you needed to hear that is necessary. I want you to remember also that in Okpala is a danger zone today. Tell your people, still call them. You might think, hey, they say 6 p.m., nothing has happened. Anything can happen at any time. Tell them to stay away for their own life. For their own life. Please. Thank you all. My Honorable Minister, thank you. I want us to remember tomorrow again is fundraising. We have our fundraising tomorrow, like what is going on now in Okpala is still our men on ground. Biafra National Army and the Eastern Security Joint Force are going to compel, going to stand, going to defend the people of Okpala. Because the enemies are trying to enter, building their strongholds. So when you hear support ESN, support what we are doing, fund financially, otherwise, please answer the call. Thank you.
Mazifai, are you there? Mazifai, are you there? Mazifai may be in the other side of the room. Okay, let us bring something to the screen so that Biafrans will understand where the army of Biafra are engaging the terrorists. When we say you have to be indoors, security conscious, we must show you where it is happening. Now, we brought out this security alert to let you know that this is where we are engaging the terrorists from morning. This alert was out, and I believe everyone may have seen this since morning on the media. If you did not see it, please reach out to your people in your community. Let them know that the army of Biafra are fighting the enemies of Biafra. And then you need to stay indoors because the engagement may last till the next day, depending on how they will be coming and how they want to die in the land of Biafra and to become manures and bushmeat. So what we are saying is that Biafra land cannot be safe and sound and defended without you, without you, without you doing what? Without you supplying all the necessary tools to make Biafra land to be safe and sound. The men and women that are in the bushes fighting to defend the territory of Biafra and to safeguard our women and children are not doing so because they are jobless. No, they are doing so because that is the path they have chosen to defend and to fight for Biafra. All of us have something to do for Biafra to be restored. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is where he is for Biafra to be restored. Kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a way of making sure you shut up the Biafran freedom and movement. Okay, I think our PM is on space. Let us see, maybe start, we can bring him up here. So in these communities, stay updated and get every information that we tell you. So we have a Biafran Warrior Queen in the house. Biafran Warrior Queen, welcome to the studio. Give a shout out to Biafrans as we continue. Let's see if our PM is there, then we bring him and then we join him on face, because I just got a message now.
Good
Biafran Warrior Queen.
evening, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon from wherever you are watching from. We are here to propagate the good news of the gospel of Biafra, the rising sun. We are the rising sun, the sun that is going to shine throughout all Africa. When Biafra come, Africa will know that a nation have come indeed. Thank you very much for accepting me here today. Good evening. My name is Biafra. I'm Biafra Warrior Queen from Germany. So I'm here to join my brothers, my sisters to preach, not propagate. We are preaching, we don't propagate, we preach. To preach the gospel of Biafra. We are the true children of God. The one that was made in his own image. That is who we are. Thank you very much. I use my mic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have to go over to the space because our PM is there in space. So we'll be bringing it up here on the screen. So we have to listen to the announcement that will be coming from the government in exile through our PM. So stay tuned, all Biafrans, and do not go away.
warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates, 20th and the 21st of October, 2023. Venue, Mesukeskus, Helsinki. Time, 9 a.m. Helsinki. 11 p.m. Ebubia, BIAFRA Land. Whole day event. Special speakers, Prime Minister BIAFRA Republic Government in Exile. Ekpa, Simon and Jurko. We warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates, 20th and the 21st of October, 2023. Venue, Mesukeskus, Helsinki. Time, 9 a.m. Helsinki. 11 p.m. Ebubia, BIAFRA Land. Whole day event. Special speakers, Prime Minister BIAFRA Republic Government in Exile. Ekpa, Simon and Jurko.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to this evening special announcement from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile through the Office of the Prime Minister. Myself, Mazi Simon Ekpa, I welcome you this evening. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, listening to this particular space tonight. I want to appreciate every Biafran all over the world for the resoluteness, steadfast, the genuineness, the genuinity that they have shown up to this point in the midst of all the propagandas, blackmail, and what have you. In quest for the Nigeria terrorist state to stop the freedom of Biafra, which they failed even before they started. We are going to start our usual and normal broadcast of awareness every now and then, as we have now entered the full liberation phase of the Biafra. There are special announcements that we want to do this evening using this medium. Then after that, I will give opportunity to few people to ask questions, especially those issues that bothers them, and I will be able to address their question this evening. I want to inform Biafra people that the freedom we seek is here right before us. And of course, the sacrifice that is needed to be done, we are doing it. Before I go into this announcement this evening, I want to remind Biafra people that everything that we have said since the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything we have promised Biafra people, we have achieved them. The only thing remaining is the independent state of Biafra. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, we promised that we are going to make the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. We have achieved that. We went further to promise that we will make sure that the cost of keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be very higher than the cost of releasing him. Today, we have achieved that. We also promise that we will make sure that the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are going to make it very useless. Today, we have achieved that. We also promise Biafra people that the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring a new dimension to the Biafra liberation. Today, we have achieved that. We have also banned every military police of Nigeria state within the Biafra territory. Today, we are achieving that because they can't walk freely in Biafra land. And when they come to kill us, they die and they are being packed in body bags. Today, we have achieved that. You may be seeing them. It is normal. You may be seeing checkpoints. It is normal. But that is not to say that this particular pronouncement of banning the terrorists in uniform in Biafra territory has not been achieved. Today, they are running. Each time we just inform them about that we are aware that they are coming, they will run. They will never show up. Today, we waited for them where we know that they want to follow that route to come to attack our people. We waited for them. We lay ambush on them. They did not show up. It shows that we have defeated them. If they claim they are Nigerian military and they are the one that have power to kill people anyhow, like they usually do, why didn't they come as they promised to come? Why didn't they come as they planned to come? It's a sign of defeat. We have defeated them. We promise you that the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will facilitate Biafra freedom. Today, it is happening. We also promise them that since they want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for political gain and political solution, that we will not listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's order from DSS, because we know the DSS are the one giving that order. Today, they are running helter-skelter. And we choose the order, we choose what we want to listen to from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we know the kind of message that can come from him. We are not relying on his messages. But the reason why we are making public the messages that is coming from him is for them to know that we also are in communication. We're not hiding it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very, very strong, even though he has been very sick. Very, very, very sick. He has not given up on Biafra. At the same time, he has not told me or told us what we are doing. Everything we are doing today is a decision that we have reached by ourselves. It is not his own decision. And for that reason, we have made it very clear that whatever we do have nothing to do with him. But whether we are communicating, we do. And whether all those things they are saying, he said, they are all lies. I can categorically confirm that to every Biafran this evening, that every single thing coming from all the criminals who parade themselves as lawyers are all fake. It did not come from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, I have communicated with him as well. You know, they want me to tell them how I communicate with him. I am not a stupid person. It is enough that the information I'm giving to you now, especially those criminals who thought they have sold everything, you know that what I'm saying now, that it is not just coming from hearsay or that I'm thinking about, because you know what is truth, especially those who have access to DSS. I communicate with him today, and I am still withholding one message that I will make public, depending on when the treacherous and kidnapper Jofor will write, because I want to keep him busy. He thought he can write a pistol, junks, a man who never won any case in the court of law, a man who never defended anybody and won a case. He will go and start using the people who are well educated in his office, or collaborating with him to write rubbish. I am going to keep him busy. He is going to be writing and writing and writing. I will get tired of writing. I will be busy releasing the message of Onyendu each time I communicate with him. Let him continue to fight shadow. We will give him a job. He will never finish this job that is coming to him. So, today we are preparing for the self-referendum convention in Finland. And a lot of them, they are all illiterate. Some of the people who have been shouting Biafra, Biafra, especially those criminals, those career agitators, they are all illiterate. If you see them on social media, they are now advertising the self-referendum convention. Some of them have never participated in anything called convention. Some of them don't know what is convention. They have never participated in any political movement. They have never participated in any freedom fighting movement. Not this one they are into now that they used to do career agitator. No. So when they hear self-referendum convention, they begin to mock themselves that, oh, they want to go to Finland and vote. So I want to put this particular correction and clarification to the Biafra people, especially those who may have come across their nonsense, that what we are doing in Finland is not referendum. It is called convention. Convention is not referendum. Referendum is not convention. Convention is what we are going to do, gathering and putting our minds together to go through the process of what we are going to do that will lead to the referendum of Biafra, how we are going to do the referendum, what we expect to do, how we do it, who we should invite during this referendum, and the process from the beginning to the end. That is what we are coming to Finland to do. And above all, to create the massive global awareness on Biafra, fighting to free themselves through political means, through diplomatic means, through guerrilla warfare, and it is called multi-dimensional approach. So those who say we are violent agitators, yes, if you're defending yourself call me a violent agitator. I don't care. But what I cannot do is to sit back and watch jihadist army, terrorist army, Islamic State to kill my people, women and children, like they do in other parts of Nigeria, only for you to call me a good name. I don't want you to call me a good name. Call me whatever you want to call me, but I want to protect my people. And I'm going to arm every Biafran to make sure you do not come to Biafra land and kill anybody. That is my job now. If that makes me a violent agitator, call me a violent agitator, I don't care. But this evening, I have come to inform BIAFRANS of new development. And those that the criminal politicians are trying to bring to Finland. If you are coming to Finland to cause trouble, go and write your will. We'll make sure you will spend the next 15 years in Finland before you go back. If you use this particular opportunity that we are giving to people to come and learn how Biafra referendum will take place, and you collect money from Nigeria government to come and cause trouble in Finland, I am telling you today, go and write your will that you are going to spend the next 15 years in Finland and inside prison. Because we are waiting for you people. We are waiting for you. Our message today goes to also the criminals call themselves Ohanes Ndigbo, the traditional or the political Igwes who gathers all the time to discuss rubbish. You have become a political stooge, bastardizing our culture. And each time you gather and you discuss nothing about the cultural value of our people and of our nation, only about how to stop Simon Ekpa. The internal conflict you created is ongoing. Don't run away from it. You have all been bragging how you will do this and do that, and we have been trying to avoid the internal conflict you are bringing to us, but I have come to tell you again that we have embraced it. Do not run away from it. I was watching in the mirror yesterday where some of them were making those rubbish. I laugh. There is nothing you do that is hidden so long as you are stepping your foot on the ground, on the soil of Biafra land. I will watch you like a movie. There is no hiding place. But do not be surprised and asking questions. You brought upon yourself what is happening today. And this is just the beginning. Do not think that you have monopoly of violence. We said it that those people that are bringing the military to burn our villages, kill our women, burn our market, the time, this is your own turn. You are going to witness that thing that you did through the military. Izombe was raised, Ahiototo was raised. This is exactly the way all your homes will be raised. That thing you did to poor Biafra people in the name of politician, in the name of Igwe, Biafra people are going to do it to you. For the past 2 years, you have been burning market, you have been burning villages, and raising them down. Of course, nobody has come to rescue the people you have rendered homeless. We will make all of you homeless before Biafra come. Every one of you will be homeless before Biafra come. Go and mark it. When we were telling you to stop burning markets, to stop burning villages, you thought we were making mouth. All of you, is it not social media? You make mouth in social media, and that's it. I hope it is still mouth in social media. Oya Guaramarago. I hope it is still mouth on social media. Because you see those flames that you brought upon innocent women and children in Biafra land. We were sharing those things on social media. How you destroyed the means of livelihood of an average person in Imo State, to be precise. Burning market anyhow, bringing military to burn, thinking that by doing that, we are going to abandon Biafra. Today, we are stronger than ever. It did not stop us from fighting for Biafra. Rather, you made us more stronger, and you are bringing out the beast in us. So it is time for you to pay for the atrocities you have committed against innocent women, children, and some families, whom you have rendered useless and homeless today. It is time for you to go homeless. All of you will go homeless from A to Z. When it gets to your turn, you collect it, and you go to Abuja and stay there. or you go to Lagos and stay there till further notice. You cannot be burning people's villages, homes, and expect to enjoy yourself. It is not possible. The game has changed. And of course, I will try as much as possible to make this broadcast this evening very, very, snappy. And on this note, I'm going to make a very special announcement, which is one of the main reasons I am here this evening. There is a new appointment under the Biafra Republic government in exile. And because we are stepping up the game for the liberation to come, we are going to be more organized. The inauguration of the administrative office of the Biafra Republic government in exile in the US is fast approaching. The self-referendum convention in Finland fast approaching. So, as other event, the de facto government in the homeland inauguration also fast approaching. To this end, I want every Biafra to listen and listen very attentively this evening to the following announcement. Today, we are officially announcing the appointment into the office of the European rep, European coordinator, in the name of Mazi Uche Obi. Mazi Uche Obi is based in Finland. From tonight, he is the European representative, European coordinator. Every country within Europe must report to him and liaise with him to see a smooth coordination of the Biafra people within European countries. Number 2 appointment this evening, we have the African rep from the Biafra Republic government in exile, hereby appoint James, Mazi James Adinu, as African representative, the African reps and African coordinator. Mazi James resides in South Africa. He is the African rep. What it means is that every country in Africa should liaise and report to Mazi James Adinu for a smooth coordination of the Biafra people within African countries. The job starts immediately from tonight, including those who may wish to come to Finland for the self-referendum convention has to also get approval and go through James Adinu in South Africa. The issue of our passport, the issue of our national identity card, this will now lessen the burden, especially in those areas and countries where there is no liaison office at this point. James' office will serve as the liaison office to countries in Africa that do not have a physical liaison office. The next appointment this evening is the American rep. The Biafra Republic government in exile this evening announced Dr. Ebere as the American rep, American representative, and American coordinator. She is going to coordinate all the states in America. Therefore, everyone in the United States, every admin, every coordinator in each state must liaise with Dr. Ebere to make sure there is a smooth sales and coordination in the activities of Biafra in the United States. Another appointment this evening from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile is to the Office of Secretary. The Secretary is Honorable Chief Charles Nwankwo. Charles Nwankwo will serve as a secretary, my personal secretary as well, in this liberation phase of Biafra. My secretary and the Secretary of Government will continue to work hand in hand to see the smooth sail of this movement of liberation. However, Secretary Charles Nwankwo is not accessible. The type of secretary he is not the one that is accessible. So do not even try to say, okay, now we have seen his secretary, let us go through him. Don't even try it. It's not going to work. His secretaryship is completely secretaryship. Secretaryship is completely secretaryship. It's not secretaryship of booking appointment for Simon Ekpa. It's not secretary of going to reach him to reach Simon Ekpa. It is not going to happen. The next appointment from the government of Biafra this evening is the Office of Chief of Staff. The Chief of Staff of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is the Chief of Staff who will be coalescing all the staffs and those that will be appointed into different and various departments of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Also, the type of Chief of Staff of Dr. Ngozi is not the one that you go and say, I want to speak with Simon Ekpa or make an appointment for me. It is not going to happen. I remain unreachable. I remain inaccessible until Biafra come. We are going to hold it on here, and the next announcement is going to come after the next cabinet meeting. The Asia rep, the South American rep, and rest of them. I want to also inform the Biafra people today that the Biafra Republic Government in Exile also have conflict resolution committee. We have formed a conflict resolution committee headed by Mazi Ima. Mazi Ima is the head of the conflict resolution committee. I told you people before that what you don't know is bigger than you. What they don't know is bigger than them. What is happening today is exactly that. They brought a message and we decided not to listen to that message. We brought our own message. They started asking us, how did we get message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And the criminals are expecting me to tell them how I got message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are they crazy? It will remain unsolvable mathematics. They are going to explain and get tired of explaining. Every week, I will be releasing message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of you remember when I announced last year or 2 years ago, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu promised to be sending message to me every Monday. It came from one of the slave brother called Manuel Kanu. Every one of you knows about it. 2021, and then they did everything to block it. That was when they were trying to block every avenue, every road, every door. Today, they don't know what is hitting them. Message is coming. And message is going to come at the odd hour, the odd day. They say, oh, you are meeting, the meeting of the visitation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Monday, is a Thursday. How come he is giving message on Wednesday? What you don't know is bigger than you. The message will continue to come. Unu ga-akwụcha ụdọ kwụọ ụdọ. Ọkwa this Biafra. You people don't know what is coming. Now, unu. Na me fituna. Na me fituna. The message will be coming every week, and I will be releasing the message. Every week, I will be releasing message of Onyendo. That message you refuse to bring after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you he will be sending messages to me every week. You refuse to bring it, and you sabotage it. It is back to life, and I will be releasing it. You will be asking how I got message, who sent it to me, and you are a very stupid person to even ask me who sent the message. How? Do I ask you how you get your own message? Have I asked you how you got your own message? I know you never got any message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know the kind of message he can bring to us. Even as he is bringing this message, I will not also take all of them. The one that I feel it is good for the struggle, I will take it. The one that is against the struggle, I will not take it. And that is the way it is. The reason why I will take the one that I feel is good for the struggle is to continue to show the loyalty to him. And of course, the sources of this message cannot even bring any message that will not favor the struggle. That is one thing. So it is not the source. It is not the kind of source that he will send a message of like the one the criminals are bringing, which never come from him. So, on this note, my fellow Biafrans, wait until we start our normal broadcast and the awareness which is needed at this critical time, and we are going to start and fall back to make sure we continue to control the media as we have been doing, and will continue to do. The Enter Biafra app is almost ready and is now undergoing tests. And we are going to need more people to test the app, which I'm going to discuss with government. At least 10 people are going to test the app to make sure everything is working perfectly before we make it public. So the Enter Biafra app, the long-awaited Enter Biafra app is ready. And in the next 1 week or and a half, the testing will be done, and we are going to release the app to the public. And then you are going to enjoy our program, enjoy our broadcast and all that than what we are having now. On this note, my wonderful people, I'm going to allow the co-host to bring in people to ask questions, especially those who have concern, also certain things. And then also you wait for the next civil disobedience or the next line of action that we're going to take. Because we are pretty busy, especially in making this organization, organizing many things, many projects that's going on at this point. But you are going to wait to listen to us for the next civil disobedience and next line of action. Our own line is to make sure that the eviction of the military in Biafra land is completely under control. We are going to evict all of them from Biafra land. If we see you in Biafra anywhere, you are a dead man. Sonia Kwarawa can take over from here. Thank you. Sonia Kwarawa, are you there? Ralph, you can take charge from here. Ralph, are you there? Ralph, are you there? How can you people come to this space and you are sleeping? How can you people come to space and you are sleeping? Ralph, are you here?
Our PM, pardon them.
PM, I think it might also be network issues.
All right, Ugo, are you here? All right, Prince, can you do hosting?
Let me try.
All right, you are a co-host.
Hello, sir. My minister, can you hear me? My PM, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I hear you.
The network has been very bad. I'm trying to connect since. Thank God. It clicked now.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where are we now, sir? To get people in, because I'm just able to connect now. Couldn't hear you before.
Yes, get people in to ask questions. Yes, exactly.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister. Okay, please, if you are on this space, I'm sorry I couldn't connect since. Just raise your hands if you are already in the room, and I'm going to call you in. Use only 60 seconds to get your questions across to the Prime Minister, as we don't know how long his time it will be available here. I'm going to begin with those I can see their hands up instantly. And I can see Simon Ekpa, MNK Onyeka. Onyeka, please, can you unmute yourself?
All due protocol observed. My Prime Minister, loyalty, watertight, more grace to able. My question is this: now we have been activated the Edua Canon and a vision of the criminals who have burned our houses and put our people in abject poverty. After they bought houses abroad and all our money they invested in abroad. Couldn't it better we ban their crops also from entering our land? Their crops, because our land is not a cemetery. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, let the person die first now. Okay? Are you going to ban crops of a living person? So let the person die first, then you can talk about banning the cops. So they are still alive. We are dealing with them as they are alive first. Let us finish with them then. Our own is to make sure that what they did to our people, our women, they are receiving it now. I hope you are hearing this course.
Yes, water.
Airborne. Edua Canon will not stop.
BIAFRA winning.
They thought we are joking. They have started. All of them will receive it one after the other. All the blessings are coming to them. Holy Communion is coming to them. All of them will collect Holy Communion. Thank you.
Today, everybody, today they are calling our leader saint. They said our leader is a good person, but our PM is a wicked man. The person they said that he's a nobody.
And the same people who say that they are just our leader, and the same people who say that they not our leader, and now they don't like him now. Useless people.
Thank you, Onyeka. Thank you very much. You've taken your time. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, my co-host, Prince Emi Solo. Mazi Emi Solo, please, immediately anybody finish responding to the PM, please take them down and we will give space to others that are raising their hands. Thank you very much. And immediately we have, as a follow-up to Onyeka, FCO Kings, please, can you come in, please, very quickly?
And I want to make this particular announcement, which I forgot, just occurred to me now. From today, we ban any gathering of anybody with hope. If we see you gather with Hope Uzodinma to plan anything, you will have yourself to blame.
I love that.
From tonight,
I love that.
No Igwe, no Eze, no traditional ruler in Imo State and beyond in Biafra land is allowed to have a meeting with Hope Uzodinma. It has been banned from tonight. And if you do it, mark yourself as the enemy of Biafra. And Biafrans are going to look for you. Thank you.
The PM has spoken, and so must it be. Thank you, my Prime Minister.
And I want the media team to cut this particular audio, this particular session of the audio, share it to every member or Eze in Biafra land. If we catch you having meeting with Hope Uzodinma, how to bring military to kill our people, you will go down for it.
Fantastic. This is authority from the Biafran people. One voice that Biafran people respect. One voice Biafran people obey. The Prime Minister, Biafra Republic government in exile. No other authority in Biafra land but the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic government in exile. Thank you, my Prime Minister, and that is final. And please, we'll go forward. Please, FCO, go ahead and bring your question, please, without delay. No accolades, I beg you. Question straight to the point, and the PM will respond to you.
Yeah, greetings, my PM. Accolade to your good work, sir. As our enemy, your own enemy, is now shouting that you are using juju, that means you have won them completely. Thank you, sir. So I want to ask concerning our leader, Mazen Nandekalo, because I hear that his personal doctor ran away. So I want to ask if it is true. Secondly, is there any possible alternative for him to get another doctor for him to regain his health? Thank you, sir. It's my question.
Thank you very much. Yes, what I have to confirm this evening is that yes, that personal doctor is no longer in Nigeria. He has left with his family to the United States. And that's a fact. Whether he's going to get a new doctor or something like that, of course, some treatment is ongoing, but the truth is that our leader is seriously ill and seriously down. So that's what I want to comment on that. But whether I don't want to give credence to anything like that there is a doctor or there is no doctor. You know, the problem here and the truth is that he is still ill, seriously down. And of course, he cannot be receiving treatment while in DSS dungeon. He's not going to be responding to the treatment as he should while he is still in dungeon. So if they want to have a good treatment or make him to respond to treatment, he must be receiving treatment as a free man. So once that is done, then I will know that they are serious. Apart from that, I don't want to give any credence or to whether another doctor is there or not. No. I see there is no doctor. There is no doctor at all. So he's completely ill. And the only way he can respond to that particular treatment is to receive treatment as a free man. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PM. And that was very swift. And thank you, my co-host. Please take the last speakers. We haven't taken them down yet, co-host. What are you waiting for?
Okay, I'm trying to take them down.
Okay, please go ahead and do that quickly, I beg you. And we have a Biafra with MNK and MSE. Please, can you come up with your question?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mazi. First of all, let me extend my appreciation to you for your keeping this struggle going up to this moment. It just like every hour of today, I was reflecting how everything started. It was like a joke, like play, and then finally we are here. So I wish to commend your efforts in putting things in making this Biafra to have a face and a shape. It is a certain that Mazna Kano, it's very obvious that Mazna Kano, unknowing to him, surrounded himself with a bunch of illiterate and criminals. But being a prophet and someone who is more spiritual, he knows those. In fact, he revealed many things to them, but yet they don't understand. Just like the Bible will say, they have ears, but they can't hear. They have eyes, but they cannot see. So Mazna can, even upon the making the prophecies, say it before them, yet they fail to understand that he was directly talking to them. And it is now that that those messages that he gave is dawning on them. They will now begin to speculate it. So thank you for that. And my question will be, just of recent, I was arguing, or someone was asking me, how about this Biafra de facto in homeland? Because he was asking about do we have any maybe a physical office? I said that is not the problem now. The main issue, or what we are looking at now, is that the government is well established and things are flowing the way it should be. So looking for a physical office where it is, or where you can point it is not important now. So based on that, maybe I wish to, if it pleases you, maybe you can enlighten us more, or so that I will know maybe if there is a, if at all, well, if you wish. But that's my question, and so thank you for your work. God bless you.
Are you from Ghana?
No, I'm speaking directly from Zoo.
From Zoo. You don't leave Ghana before?
Yes, I was in Ghana, but I didn't stay much. Just returned.
Okay. Now you can't speak like a Ghanaian. You can't live there for 20 years before. What will happen? Huh?
No, it's not. It's not up to 20 years. Just a year
Yeah,
plus.
now you don't speak work. Because 20 years now, you go. When you the language for Ghana self.
Well, I'm not much interested in learning the language. Myself, I'm not good in.
You're not good in language, and you already speak the accent. Okay. So because I was paying attention to the accent you are using now. So can you come again with your question again? Let me pay attention to the question now. So what was the question?
So what I was asking is the Biafra de facto in homeland. When someone was asking me if there is maybe a physical office, then I was saying that is not necessary.
Hold it there. You don't live for Kenya before.
You have to be muting yourself, please. Your speaker is very bad.
Yes. Yeah, I don't live for Kenya.
You don't live for Kenya. So because I talked about Ghana, you don't change your accent to Kenya accent.
Because of his.
Okay. Anyway, make I don't ask you again so that you don't go speak Gambia. So yeah, the thing is that we don't need a physical office at this point in the Biafra de facto government. We don't need a fiscal office, and we have we have our modus operandi, how this de facto government is going to operate, and we're not going to make it public at this point. As a matter of fact, the de facto government is already functional, but the official inauguration is going to come, and then of course not in everywhere. We want to inaugurate them once and for all, and then from the district to the local government, to the state. So, but the modus operandi is not going to be made public at this point for security reasons. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, PM. We'll go ahead. Nobody's raising their hand. It means the people in the room are not ready for questions. So I'm going to clean the room up and bring in new requests. Okay. Please, as you're coming in, you raise your hands. That's how we know that you have a question for the PM. Please raise your hands. That's how we know you have a question for the PM. I can't guess if you don't raise your hand.
Yes. My PM, good evening, sir.
Who is that? You didn't raise your. You did not raise your hand. I have to ask you. I have to permit you. You did not raise your hand, but go ahead. Please, going forward, please raise your hands before I go ahead, Prince. Raise your hand for us to know that you have a question, please. Go ahead, Prince.
Okay. Good evening, BIAFRANS. My PM, good evening, sir. Papa Van, I greet you.
Thank you.
I greet you all. I will use this opportunity to thank our PM for the wonderful work he's doing for BIAFRANS and always giving the Nzama people topic. So I was listening where one guy was crying that now our PM would struggle. It's very funny. They don't even know what to do. And where our PM discussed about our Igwes. What I wanted to touch there is that I saw where Agulere people was writing. I see where Nigeria paper was publishing about it. And I want our people to know that they may say that Agulere people or something like that. It might be just one person will be in his office and write in behalf of those people. Because we know how Zoo people, how they do. So whenever we see such publishments, we should know that they are just trying to make our people believe that there is something going on. Nobody in Biafra land today believes in any chief because all of them are criminals. They are just using money to buy the chieftains.
Please, go ahead and ask a question. I beg of you. There are so many people that are here to ask questions. You have 60 seconds.
Okay. So my own is that because I'm in West Africa, for the appointment of this representative, is it our rep in African rep will control the whole Africa, or more appointment is going on to get West Africa? That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Africa rep is rep. There is going to be coordinators in all African countries. And then the rep coordinate all of them. So what it means is that where you are, there's going to be a coordinator in all the countries from Ghana down to Kenya to Zambia to all those countries. There's going to be coordinators in those countries or admin. We may not call them coordinators, we may call them admins in those countries, while the African rep now coordinate them. I hope I've answered your question. So more appointments, of course, are coming to those individual countries at the end of the day. So those who want to, if you know we don't have a WhatsApp group, or we don't have the Biafra group at this point in your country, and you want to start the group, or you want to have something to offer in making sure that something like that happen, you get in touch with the African rep, and he's going to put you up through that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, PM, and that's well noted. We have only 2 people raising their hands in the room. I'm going to attend to them. While I'm attending to them, every other person I will take you out, and then we'll bring in fresh ones. But before then, my minister, please, are you available now? Mazi Sonia Karawa, the Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Are you available now to say something? Otherwise, I'll go forward. All right, Matthew Fine Water, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deputy Information Minister. I salute you, my PM, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and the Information Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. My Prime Minister, I want to say this before I'll ask my question, which is if you wake up in the morning and you see dead body lying in the front of your house and you don't have any evidence, you go explain and explain and you go get tired. The only thing is that police will catch you and you go give the explanation in the court
Uh,
how dead body
and
come land himself
I
and
no
the
follow, I no follow. Apple
you go
no
enter
show for your
prison.
face now. It's but apple. Your eye go not cover now with apple, with this what apple now. So I don't follow.
So those that are looking for how you get the information, they go look and look and look and get tired. The more they bring out their head, they are looking, their head will be coming out. So my Prime Minister, I have this question. People have been asking these questions on space. And that is the convention that is coming up in Finland. What are the categories of people that are needed on this convention? Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry. Yes, I was talking and I didn't know I muted myself. So the
Okay. The
categories,
question
I know
is,
your question. The question
yes,
is what categories of
okay,
people are
okay.
needed? The categories of people that are needed are Biafrans. Biafrans. So if you are coming there, it means you have accepted Biafra. It means that
There's no qualifications to that.
there is no
Just
qualification to
there's
that.
no
It's
qualification.
just a Biafran. You are welcome to the convention to come and hear and listen to how the referendum of Biafra is going to take place.
Thank you, my PM.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank
And
you.
of course, remember that before you come, you are also have to be in contact with your local coordinator. So if you are somebody who just because of the convention you want to come now, you are going to go and sort it out with the coordinator of the country where you are coming from and get a pass from that coordinator. Thank you.
Ifeanyi, are you good?
Yes, I'm
All right.
okay. Thank you,
Thank you, comrade. You're awesome. Thank you for all you do. And please, I'm going to bring in Nwebe Amos. Your hands are raised, and you have 60 seconds to bring your question, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My PM, I greet you, sir. Good evening, sir. Please, there's a question, I don't need to waste much. There's a question that I asked on a space, I think yesterday or so. There was no clear answer on that, or the person was not sure to answer that, but they refer me that whenever you come to space, I should ask that. It's concerning about BIAFRANS self-referendum convention that is going to take place on 20th, 21st of next month. My question is, this convention for some of us that is in the zoo that cannot be able to be there live, is there a provision, I'm asking that, is there a provision like a coverage, live coverage that we can follow that same day, witness it, or is it after we can get the record of the convention? That's my question, so my PM. Thank you.
Well, for the people in the zoo, we are going to see how we can make sure that you follow the convention. So a plan is being put in place to make sure that those in Biafra land follows the convention.
Okay, sir. Thank
I'm
you
not
so
going
much,
to
sir.
say it is whether it is live or not live, but we will try as much as possible to make sure you follow the convention.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So for those of you that are waiting without buying your ticket and thinking you're going to have it live, get your ticket ready. Vam 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 is set to fly. Airborne, move. Okay, we are having this and it's going on. We have Chooks Akalmaize Onyekwel. Chooks, please mute yourself and you have 60 seconds.
Thank you, my Prime Minister, and every other media comrade here, even our enemy who are here to monitor us. Please, my Prime Minister, the question I want to ask is because information is powerful, and many of our people in this our land, in our Biafra land, and from Biafra land, they may not have the access to internet for getting of our informations. Want to ask, is there any more push to make our voice of Biafra available in radio as to help other of our village men and women and children to be hearing what our medias are doing every day?
Yes,
Two,
let me answer that. Yes, we are going on satellite very soon. It's already on the process.
okay. Two, the YouTube you talk about some time back that is coming. Hope is still in progress. Thank you.
Yes, in progress.
God bless you.
John.
Right.
Okay, please. We are going to bring up Praise Elohim. Please, you have 60 seconds. Please go ahead and bring your question.
Good evening, my able Prime Minister. This is Veteran Dragon True. I have no question, but I just want to tell you that we are impressed with what you are doing. And we are happy with the appointments you have made. We said the 1,000 men wisdom is working, and we are happy with you. Continue. May Elohim continue to guide you and protect you. We are so well pleased with you. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, Praise. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Praise. Blessings. We have Simon Ekpa Uzochukwu. Please, can you quickly unmute yourself?
Thank you. Thank you, my Prime Minister. I bring you greetings from small London. Thank you so much. I want to really appreciate it. Thank you, the Minister of Information and the Deputy. I want to appreciate all of you on the space. I want to bring greetings from our small space, our small enclave. And I want to actually appreciate the Prime Minister for the first place, for appointing my admin and my coordinators. I want to appreciate him on behalf of the SA or South Africa for that appointment of Mas James. I want to honorably appreciate our Prime Minister. And I also want to tell him that what he is doing, like the comrade said, what he is doing, what you are doing is showing everywhere. And I discovered in the zoo in the Western Place, one of the governors has abducted Monday as public holiday. Also, that is to show that the sit at home of Mondays, it is entering them on if a governor can admit and take up a Monday sit at home for the West for themselves, it is going in.
Thank you, Dede. Before you your question, just go ahead and ask your question, please.
Yes, sir. I don't have much questions, but finally, I want to say that I want to ask those the offices that are about to be taken up in the homeland during the home de facto government. Those of them that are interested in the offices that are still in diaspora, can they officiate from diaspora, or will they immediately relocate to the homeland when the homeland begins to operate?
You cannot be in diaspora and holding office in the homeland. Except those in the intelligence and security unit.
Okay.
So every office in the de facto government, you must be in the homeland.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Please, everybody in the room, you are yet to raise your hands. Only one person. I'll answer this person and I'll clean the room up and bring in fresh hands. Ugochukwu BIAFRA, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Thank you.
Yeah, I salute you, our Prime Minister. Prayer answer, the man himself. You know, I don't want to take your time because of the more people that's here, and I salute everyone. My question is, for example, because someone was asking me about a coordinator in Norway, so I could not be able to answer the question because to identify who is the person at this present time, we don't know. You know,
Please, you're going to call me and I'm going to send you the number of the coordinators of your area. That's the work of the media. Get across to any of the media team, you're going to get the coordinator in your area. Thank you very much. Is there any other question?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we have Jay Blease. Can you quickly unmute yourself and ask your question? Jay Blease, are you there? Unmute yourself and ask your question. Jay Blease is not ready. Please, Emeka Zutopian, can you quickly unmute yourself and ask your question?
Hello.
Jay Blease
is here. Can I speak,
yourself,
please?
I'll ask you again. Let Emeka go. Emeka, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, Emeka.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, PM. I'm so happy to be here. The question that have been bothering me since has been long, and I'm happy that I can speak to Prime Minister this evening. I still stay in the zoo. What if, for any reason, the zoo planted or have their way with our leader in incarceration and somehow release another person as him, just to come and scatter this nice plan? Do we have a backup plan for that?
So as you are now, you are a Biafra. If they release somebody who is not passing out the card, you are going to embrace him and give him water to drink. No. The person will come and receive our treatment now. We know Mazinam Dikano very well. So anybody who want to act like him must be prepared. But I'm telling you, it is not even possible. So it's not possible. So don't even. It is not even an option to think about. Okay. Don't think about that. It's not something we should even contemplate on. So they cannot do that. And if that person come, the person must be very prepared because I got Kuya.
Thank you very, very much, PM. Thank you.
Emeka, you're welcome.
And let me tell you also, nobody can ever, act, talk, do like Mazin Amdekano. It is not possible. Even if it is possible, all these comedians would have been, somebody would have jumped up and start, mimicking him. So it is not possible. And so I'm not even. That is not that particular. What you said now is not even in the dictionary. So it's not gonna happen. Mazin Amdekano we know, and if he come out to talk, we know him. If anybody come out, if as you are now, there is something. Even if you see Mazin Amdekano now talking, and he changed, you are going to say that Mazin Amdekano have changed. So he's not somebody that we know what he stands for, and he has not changed up till now. So it's not when he come out he's going to change. If he has changed, they would have announced it now. By now, BBC, CNN, everywhere would have been talking about it. Imagine we kind of have changed. He has moved from stand to A to B. Ordinary, when they forge later, they want to push it everywhere. It can't be when it will come change. They will carry and do NTA News 9 at 9 now. So don't worry about that. We are in charge of this game. We know how to play this chess more than them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emeka. Thank you very much. And we have 2 hands raised. If you are in the room, please try and raise your hands. I will quickly call you if your hands are raised. Otherwise, like I said, I keep repeating myself. If I bring you in, please raise your hands. Jay, please, you can take your turn now.
And please, I'm kicking people out. If you don't raise your hand up, I can kick you out, please.
Thank you very much, Prince. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak. I really appreciate the good work of our Prime Minister, the co-host, and all the well-wishers of the Biafran struggle. I'm so happy that our Prime Minister is doing a great job to prove to the Zoo government that kidnapping our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, does not stop the Biafran struggle. But I want to make this little request from our Prime Minister. Please, I want to suggest if you can address our Honorable BLA in a situation whereby if there is seat at home, if any of the citizen comes out, there are ways they can be, be beaten and be treated their fuck up, and they will never try such next time. They will even be the one to give others the news instead of shooting the citizens whenever they comes out. Because if we are to be killing ourselves,
Let me stop you there.
Let me stop you there.
I do not know where you are coming from. Who told you BLA is shooting people and all that? Please, we don't do that. It is not my business to start telling people. We told people don't come out. The Nigeria state are the ones sponsoring people to go and molest and kill our people. And recently, we have been able to stage a very powerful surveillance, making sure we checkmate those coming to attack our people. And that's why you have not seen attack like before. So you don't come here and start talking about BLA who have been taking bullet on behalf of Biafra people. So I cannot condone that. You are an agent of Nigeria. So remove the person.
I already kicked him out since yesterday. Thank you, my PM. Please quickly, Simon Ekpa David Nwanna. You are the last person raising your hands. Prince, please remove everybody else on the room. I will bring in fresh people. Simon David Nwanna, please ask your question.
Okay, thank you so much. My PM, the Ochuarire one of Biafran land. I really appreciate you coming to the space today, sir. Please, my question, sir, goes to, although you sincerely extended invitation to the Fulefus we have in the Southeast for the convention, we don't know whether they will or will not come. But I am asking, assuming they one of them pick up the courage to come and represent Nigeria in that convention, are you actually going to give him the same security that any Biafran or Biafrans coming will be given to? Or are they going to be treated well? For example, if Hope Uzodinma is seen in the convention, do you think Biafrans will take it lightly with him? Is he going to still be in the same security? Will the same security be accorded to him as Hope Uzodinma as a Nigerian representative, knowing fully well that you are the one who extended such invitation to them? And do you think they will come for the convention, or are they coming to have one other ulterior motive to have their way against you, sir? That's my question.
Well, that's a very good question, but I want to tell you that our invitation is open challenge. We are not, there is no string attached to this invitation. If Hope Uzodinma say he's a Igbo man, he's a Biafran, if he come to say he's a Biafran, well, That means he's a man. So he's coming to Biafra convention. So he come now. If the woman snatcher, the wife snatcher in Enugu State say he want to come, you are welcome. But let me tell you one thing. One thing you should know is that they will come to Finland and they will go back. They will come to this convention. Let me not say they will not go back, so that they will come. So they will come and they will go back. So let them come. We will welcome them to Finland. But one thing is that anybody that is coming to the convention will be treated as a Biafra. And then you'll be treated as just we treated every other person. So there is no preferential treatment on anybody. If they want to come to observe the convention, let them come. We're not going to chase them away. After all, we invited them, right? So let them come. It is part of the chess game. They are welcome. We are not going to scare them with our statement. We're not going to scare them. So they will say we are planning to do them this and do that. No, we're not going to do them anything. Let them come. Let them come. We're going to give them offense at ourselves.
Okay, sir. Sorry. One other question I have is just a personal question, sir. Where do you derive your strength from? And what will be your greatest joy if tomorrow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released? What else will be your greatest joy?
If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released, I have achieved one thing. I need to achieve two things. One is the release, and second is Biafra. So if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released tomorrow, I will go to where I put a secret code. I will cancel one thing there, and then one will remain. Once the pronunciation of declaration of Biafra come, I will go and cancel the other one. And where I derive my strength is in the Most High God who created that dragon. That's where my strength comes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Information Minister, are you there? I can see your sign. Are you there? You want to say something?
He's laughing.
Okay, Information Minister is probably in the other room. Thank you. All right, we have Mazi Simon Ekpandubuisi. Please, can you unmute yourself?
Hello, good evening, my Prime Minister. I greet you, my Financial Minister and Deputy Financial Minister. Greetings to everyone listening. My name remains Mazin Debisi Kevin. And I have one quick question for the Prime Minister tonight. It's all about our convention, self-referendum convention coming up in October this year. So my question is, whether we are having plans or preparations to invite international media like CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, like all those international media that will cover our self-referendum convention so that it will be significant and remarkable and historic at the same time. Because this is very, very, very important occasion for the international media to take it up from there. And if they take it up from the convention in Finland, they will also take it up when we conduct the actual self-referendum in Biafra land. So are we having plans to invite them duly to be there to cover it?
Yes, we are inviting everybody. We are inviting not just them, we are inviting many media people to come. So, and I believe some of them will be there.
Confirm. Thank you so much for the answer. Thank you. God bless everyone. God bless.
Thank you, Mazin Dubisi. Thank you very much. We have the next person whose hands have been raised earlier before now is Obi Biafra. Obi Biafra, please, can you unmute yourself? Obi Biafra, go ahead.
Hello, am I coming out?
Coming out, you have 60 seconds. It's question, please make it very quick.
Thank you so much, my brother. Pastor Vam.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Good evening, Master Simon. Thank you so much for your good job, my brother. I have one or two questions. And my question is, Well, for example, now we all have seen that all the country that is buying mineral resources from Nigeria, none of them, none of them have been given Nigeria free visa to visit their country. So, my question is, are we going to have something like this in Biafra land, that a country will be buying our mineral resources, and at the end of the day, we will be queuing in the line for their country visa, like we are doing here. We all have seen UK embassy in Nigeria, how everybody is struggling to get their visa. So this is my question.
Thank you very much. I hope you have been following us lately.
Yes.
You will understand that we have something we call Biafra First. Biafra First has answered your question. So we are going to make sure that if you want to do business with us, you will benefit more from us than what we are benefiting from you. So as it is, we are going to have free visa first. Our target is to make sure that we have a free visa to Schengen State. Just like you have the Brazilians. Brazilians have free visa to Schengen State, 3 months. Our aim and target is to make sure we have free visa, because you don't even have any reason to travel to anywhere. What are you traveling to? Do you know a country called Botswana? Botswana, I think, is Botswana part of Southern Africa, right?
Yeah.
You cannot go anywhere. Yes. You cannot go anywhere in Europe today, and you see a black, and ask the person, which country are you from? The person will tell you, I'm from Botswana. I want every one of us here who is in diaspora to answer me. Have you ever come across anybody from Africa? The person tell you, I am from Botswana.
No.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Have you asked yourself why?
They are comfortable.
Very, very
Very
comfortable.
comfortable. Very comfortable.
You can never go to any. I'm not saying they are not. Maybe they are, but it's gonna be like you are looking for diamond in some place, because you can never see somebody that will just like blacks. Everywhere you go, you see Kenya, you see even South Africa, you see them. You see some South Africans in most of the countries in Europe. You go to America, you see black. You ask where are Black Africa. You can never see Botswana. What are they going out to do? So Biafra is going to be like that. Better than that. Not like that, but better than that. And so the thing is that we are going to make sure we negotiate Biafra first, because the people that are piloting Biafra are more reasonable people, more educated people, sensible people, experienced people, who know what it takes to fight for the citizens, who knows how to protect the interests of citizens first before the interest of the political criminals. So we are going to make sure that Biafra have free visas to many countries that we are going to have agreement on treaty with. We're not going to give you our natural resources for just business. No, you must understand that for you to benefit from our natural resources, you must respect Biafra. We must value our passport. Our passport is going to be respected all over the world. Otherwise, we don't need you, because you need us more than we need you.
Exactly.
That is the fact. So we are going to make them understand that it is Biafra first before anything. And if it is not okay with you, we are not going to do business with you.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. I want to thank you for the Eduakanono and the Nkolonkolo. I'm seeing that it's getting too much nowadays.
But Eduakanono, you have started and it is not going to stop. Oh. What I'm asking anybody about Eduakanono, Aduchago in Obu Lagos, in Obu Abuja, in all there, the time to come back. Stay there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
And the because any day be Eduakanono make question in Oria.
mba mmadụ nọkwa ya medụkpọ ma
mbọ gị maka anyị na-adịkwara gị aka n'ọnụ isoro ihe anyị na-eme ka ịdụ aka n'ọnụ maka gịnị ndị a na-adụ aka n'ọnụ ka m na-ekwu ndị a na-adụ aka n'ọnụ ka m na-ekwu mbọsị a ga-adụ aka mbọsị a ga-abịa ha nọkwa na maka na mmiri anaghị asọkwa mmiri anaghị asọ onye amaghị egwu.
And again, because one more question, because Council Igbo, some of our people na why wabunde na support to the struggle na ya mwari find this and that na join our MSC now on if I at the end of the day no if was leak and of this and that. So actually just keep a good line in a good line of breathe in. Like here those I want to support the struggle with everything I want. Yeah, well, our again at the end of the day. Because you know, I never want to which and abo. So when I'm like it so that I won't work case where joy one every one hour for we are up at the end.
Onye na jogi ihe ga-enweta ma na struggle na ihe na-eme ma na onye ahụ bụ onye oshi ka ọ bụ onye ama onye oshi na ama onye ahụ ekweta dị na Biafra ga-abịa dị nke ọ ga-abụ nke ọ na-abịa so ọ na-achọ gị ọ na-eche nọ biznes ka ị na-eme na the struggle ị nọ na ya bụ biznes so ka ị ga-enweta ọ ihe abụ the spirit ndị oshi anyị chọrọ achụ ji wee bata na the struggle ị na-emasị gị you want to reap where you did not sow. Ana m ajụ ha kedu ihe a na-erip ana ajụ ha kedu ihe anyị soro so a na-erip you never understand so ị na-ajụzi onwe gị kedu kwa ọkwa struggle ka ọkwa Biafra ka na-anọ n'ọbịa kedu kwa ihe a na-erip kwa kedu kwa ihe a na-eso you sacrifice everything, sacrifice your time, sacrifice your money, sacrifice your job, and then someone else say reap where you did not sow. I don't know what they are sowing that we don't know. So what I have to tell you is that first of all, you are fighting for your future. You are fighting for your freedom. It's not just about freedom, but your future. To secure your future, secure your own freedom, freedom of your children and your generation unborn. And etu a ejiri ese na kedu ọkwa gị nwa jụrụ m ese na ihe a ga-eme ndị na-abịa ewela our natural resources. I ga-enwe free passport, free visa entry and all that. These are the things you get with it. And let me tell you, those people that are not supporting this struggle now may not have the opportunity to get visa free. Do you know why? Do you know how?
No.
Okay. Imana etu ano na iputa na country na akpọta South Korea. South Korea mgbe ha na-anụ their own freedom. Etu ahụ ndị ọzọ si emekịta ka ndị ibe ha mekwara. They did not support the struggle. So anọgide ọgụ ahụ wee nweta this freedom. So ndị a participate na that ọgụ anaghị enye ha passport. So passport South Korea na passport South Korea na ijide ya na ị ga-ejide ya travel or some places onye gị privilege. So ndị ahụ na-support that struggle enweghị the passport. Ya na-enye ha bụ permit. Ha bụrụ immigrant na be ha. So ndị ọzọ na-eme travel and recognize as South Korea. Ha nwa na onwe ha bụkwa ndị South Korea na-eme travel and recognize as permanent resident of South Korea. So the privilege a na-enye onye nwe passport anaghị enye ha. So this is one thing, and we are going to adopt similar thing. I ga-anyụ ndị a.
My brother, Emmanuel Digoma, because some of our people the rude well. Oh, kandi nwele ego. He support if any man now.
No, batin kit. I ga-anyụ ha ịkpapụ.
My body,
and let me tell you, including those ndị ga-eweta ego late like last minute. I ga-anara ha ego ha wee tinye ha na-eme. Mana the Biafra bịara a ga-anyụ ha anya. Believe me. I'm saying it now. Ka ha na-anụ ihe na-ekwu. They will come with that money. I ga-anara ha the money because they will not have any choice. I ga-anara ha the money go egbe go mgbọ mee ihe niile a ga-eme and then anyị anyụọ ha anya at the end of the day. I ga-anọgide ọgụ n'ọgụ ọgụ for almost 50 years. Oluzie 55 years ịbịa ịpụta eweruzie ego gị tinye n'elu ihe a na-eme iwe weta freedom ịbịa na-agwazi anyị na unu mere nke mee nke ọzọ Why people that didn't have the money are putting their last cover? Can the struggle we go to now? Can you go secured and build a strong army? More weapon, more anti-aircraft everywhere. You put an army now, they will take 100 million. No, you will collect the money, but at the end of the day, it is coming, and there is nothing you can do to stop us.
Thank you,
so
sir.
Albany need you. Albany, if you want to support Biafra struggle, kita need you. I have green light. I am telling you, collect your money. Biafra is going to have a law.
I collect your my brother, you have answered my question. Thank you so much. All these people now Pepper in Chama Mbufu. Only jide his own passport. Or man and Guinea on
let me tell you, all these things you see happening now, all this registration, all this we are having a national identity card, all the money, $20 euros, $50, $100, $1,000, $5,000. All those record is being kept. Equal ₦1 is recorded everywhere. I pick ₦1 button or bar there. Oh no, Bundi GD struggle. Somebody gabu anogide. No December can get declare Biafra. Up to November. I say hey, you know is the Panama, you know. Oh, when the bo anogide for all this since age the mazin and the cano, Abanyoko. Anogide half an hour with Yesaga, Agane Delmo, Simon. I want to speak with you. You see, I'm welcome. I don't want to speak with you. You know, I don't want to speak with you. You people have disappointed mazin and some of them actually no, when you're going to use the phone. I want to speak. This is not Simon. I know my match market. I know much. General Simon or Kobia go Kuru. And I know some of them may be listening, and I know some of them may be listening to this. Now, no more when I respond to your messages. Singing na I don't want to speak with you. Simon, Simon, oh, when I respond here, I don't have your time.
Kita na yere kuzina na Nnamdi Kanu bụ ezigbo mmadụ na ngwa abụzi ajọ mmadụ.
Okay. All right.
Ọkụ na-agba Anambra.
Okay, now this is Wadra.
This is wood. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Managwa mahagwa. Na ha makwa ha na-akpọ njọkụ. Gwa na-ekwe ha che na mbụ na m na-eme comedy na social media. Akwa kwuru m ekwu onye ọbụla jekwa jụọ ese bife na ọgụ a jụkwa ese eche asị na m na-agba egwu na social media. Say okay, time is coming. Onye ọbụla ga-confess. Unu ebidobere confession. Unu chegoro na anyị ebidogo ịdụ aka n'ọnụ a. Nke aka n'ọnụ a bụ ka adụgodo unu ka unu maragoro ka ihe a na-eme ka o si adị. Unu si agba ụlọ ndị ọzọ na market ndị ọzọ ọkụ. Ọ ga-eruche onye ọbụla one after the other. Adụcha aka n'ọnụ a.
Afford request for visa. When I got Jogonjo.
Yeah, one. Raf. You gotta go the other room.
I think they are not online.
I muted myself. I was calling Success, my fellow comrade and compatriot.
Success, you're welcome.
Please take the microphone. I was calling you. I never knew I muted myself. Success, please.
Okay, thank you. PM, good evening. Please, before I forget, PM, there is another new hit now, another hit song now that is on the airwave. You will dance it maybe within this week or later next week.
Okay.
At the talk, you won't collect by courtesy.
Okay.
So I will search for that song. I will send it to you. You will use it. And they talk, you they talk. You won't collect. They will explain tire. And they never start. Mazira, good evening, and good evening, Voice 24.
My compatriot and comrade, you're welcome.
Yes, I am sorry I joined this program late because of some certain things, but all hope is not lost. The center focal is our convention coming up on 20th and 21st of October in the year of our Lord 2023, which is the year of our resurrection. And let me tell you one important thing about this very convention. You know, Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, said Simon is bringing a new dimension. And if you read your Bible very well, those of you who are Christians, you know that the day John the Baptist we are baptizing people. He saw, according to the story, they said he saw Jesus Christ coming. And he raised a voice and said, behold the Lamb that taketh away the sins of the world, the whole world. John the Baptist raised the voice. And when Jesus came, they were arguing who will baptize each other. This is exactly the drama that is happening between our Prime Minister and our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. For those of them who think maybe Prime Minister is above the leader, Prime Minister, no, Onyisi Njozi. So, Onyisi Njozi na Onyendu. These are the two people we know. And they know themselves. Onyendu raised the voice that you must listen to Simon Ekpa because he is bringing a new dimension into this awareness we are making. And you must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. And here the new dimension comes. There have never been anything called self-referendum. It was introduced by our Prime Minister. Self-referendum. To be monitored by several international organizations and countries who wishes to. And afterwards, we can go ahead and do whatever we wish to do with the results. It is a word coming from the Spirit, and it is part of the new dimension. As if that is not enough, there is a convention, a lecturing grounds on how the referendum will take place. If you are a Biafra, start making headway to Finland. At least Finland will be done now. Use because of this very convention and the mercy surrendering this very convention to touch that very land that is called Finland and obtain the grace that is upon our Prime Minister. So that you will be lectured on what self-referendum is all about, how it is going to happen, and what will be the benefit at the end of the day. If you are among those that are in the capsizing boat, still criticizing, I pity you. Because, oh God, Biafra is already here. The day the self-referendum take place, it will not be long, going to be released. And Biafra will come. All will happen this year. So make sure you are there. And every available materials, the whole thing we are doing, make sure you do it. They will be doing it in secret. There are people that have criticized us in the open. And they will go in secret to start applying. You are going to see them that day. But those chief setters may not come. But nevertheless, they will be looking for a way to be part of what we are doing. So, every Biafrans under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, which accepts our Prime Minister as the sole administrator of Biafra Republic Government in exile, you will be a propheticial or let me say a beneficiary of this very referendum that's coming, because our reward will be Biafra. And there is nothing. Simon that I have known for now will stop at nothing than getting this Biafra. He said it. Is either I get this Biafra or I turn to beast. Instead of him not to get this Biafra, he will turn to beast. And the Zoo army is confirming it. I'm not the one saying it. So thank you very much. God bless Biafra.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, we continue.
Thank you, my comrade and my compatriot, Success Wokoma. I appreciate you. And now we have Simon Ekpa Isaac Chinonso. Biko, unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My special greetings to my able PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I'm calling from the zoo. You know, I'm very much happy because we are seeing the green light. We are seeing the green light already. You know, so Biko, mana each time I came to space like this, the question keep on, skipping my mind. But today, I can be able to remember the question. Biko, or here na bodam can na. Biko, regarding our national anthem. Because the other day I was listening to Russia, they were singing their items in their language. So, why is it that our own national anthem is not being sung in Igbo language? That is my question. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Because Biafra is not about Igbo. That is one. We are completely different from Russia. We are completely different from every other nation because of the damages the colonization has done to us. The culture, the language has been bastardized. And for that reason, it is going to take us time to bounce back to track and especially begin to do the right thing. So it is not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a process that we are going to go through that process. But at the end of the day, we will come back to whom we are. So the issue of, because of that particular mentality coming emanating from the colonization and the destruction and the divide and rule tactics implemented by the British against our people, if you talk about Igbo, you have a problem. You talk about English, you have a problem. You talk, let us use broken, you have a problem because they have implanted this hatred that has germinated to what it is today. So we are going to handle it with wisdom. We're going to handle it with the highest wisdom that God can give us, and that will only be possible when we have gotten our freedom and start the process of rebuilding the trust, the faith, the unity that we have. And then at the end of the day, things will fall back to its place. So for now, it is not about which language, it's not about whether it is Igbo. You should even be worried about knowing the wording of the national anthem before you talk about the language. So you have to know, many people don't know the wording of the national anthem. Talk of which language we are going to use to sing it or stuff. So it is a situation we find ourselves and we must solve it. So but it's not something that is going to happen overnight, one night. It's going to be a process I'm going to follow. But that's why we are taking this whole thing from the grassroots and then from the scratch foundation. So Biafra is going to correct all those things. We know the problem we have. We know why we have those problems. So you see, the people like Wike, who we say he is not Igbo, this is the product of the division, of the colonization and the British Fulanis and all that. And many people like Wike are out there to fight and they make noise. And they will use media because they have the media, they have the money to use media to just cause trouble. And today, the same Wike, the stupid Ohaneze, call themselves under Afonshi, are now praising a man whom they threatened brimstone, that if he become president, Nigeria will divide, blah, blah, blah. Are you seeing Okwadika again? Okwadika was the one making threat. If that happened, Nigeria is going to divide, though. I am this, we are saying it and saying that. Are you seeing him talking again? All of them are people without shame. People that they have lived their whole life and they are ready to go to the grave. They cannot live more than 30 years or 20 years, they are gone. These are the people who their brain doesn't function again. I remember that in our childhood in those days, they say there are three processes in human life. One is when you are a child, and then you will grow, and then before you know it, you turn back to become a child again. You'll be using stick to walk. And I know, you know, there was kind of adage that they used to say in those days, describing the process of human life. You first of all, you crawl, and then you grow to become a human being, to become an adult, and then before you know it, you start crawling to also go to the grave. That is the people that are now crawling, and they are using their red cap to say they are making decisions. How can a baby make a decision for you? If you believe in the principle of old age, small kid, old age, and then when you become an adult, you become like a child again. If you believe in that particular principle, why would you be allowing children? Because when they become adult, aged, like elderly people, they start behaving like children. So why would you be allowing those kind of people to make decisions for you and become your president? That is what is happening today. They say if you are a child, you'll be using napkin. You know, if you make poo, it goes into the napkin. When you grow up, become an adult, up to 90 years, you start using my napkin. And then your brain is already like a child brain. So that kind of person will not be telling you, Tinubu, if you don't become president, we're going to demand you. And then now Tinubu is a president, you don't hear from them again. That is the brain of children. Neither you napkin. so this is my people. How they use a napkin? What do you napkin? How do you see your child that is 2 years old? What do you napkin? You get or then you get advice. Check any other. I'm going to check which you root this side. Are you people thinking towards this particular direction? Because the way why can I make this analysis? So yeah, I did not say it. It is the principles of life. They say you are going to go process as a human being. When you are a child, you'll be wearing napkin, you'll be crawling, and then you will grow and become somebody. And then when the time for you to go to the grave, you will start crawling again and start you wearing napkin again. And by that time, your brain will begin to also work like a children's brain. So why would somebody like that come now and start making decisions for you? It will not make no sense. So because I've said my own. Thank you.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you so much. We have Ada Simon. Please, can you unmute yourself and come with your question, please? And more people should please raise your hands because we have only one hand raised. So we'll bring more people in.
Yeah, I greet every one of you here in this Twitter space. My special greetings go to my dragon himself. My dragon, I'm here. This is Ada. This is your Ada. Remember the Ada that said, my dragon, follow me. I am the first person to retweet your tweet. I'm the person. So I'm here today to greet you specially for it. So I want to say, may Chukwu Okike bless the womb that carried you. May Chukwu Okike bless the woman that gave birth to you, wherever she may be today.
You say,
I also say, may Chukwu Okike bless the day that you are born.
You say,
and here, I want to carve your nerves with these songs. Are you listening, Mike Dragon?
I'm all ears.
Okay. Ike de no de no de Ike de no de no de Ike de no de no de Ike de no de Ike Prime Minister Ike de no de Ike Biafra Ike de no de Ike Pentecost, Ike dị n'ụdị Ike Dragon, Ike dị n'ụdị Ike Jachu ndị Nzama, Ike dị n'ụdị 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 Ike Dragon, Ike, Ike the Ike, Ike Prime Minister, Ike, Ike the Ike, Ike Pentecost, Ike, Ike the Ike. The last one goes like this, my dragon. Listen now. The last one goes like this. Dragon, dragon, dragon kai geso. Mone jeje mona nana, dragon kai geso. My dragon, my dragon, my dragon kai geso. Mone jeje mona nana, dragon kai geso. MNK, MNK, MNK kai geso. Mone jeje mona nana, MNK kai geso. MNK, MNK, MNK kai geso. Mone jeje mona nana, MNK kai
Thank you, Ada. Thank you,
geso.
Ada. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, my dragon. May Chukwuka continue to bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Raphael, can you check how many, what are the time, how many minutes that we spend here?
You might joined late for now. I think from the time I joined, you've spent roughly 1 hour, 30 minutes from the time I joined, sir.
All right, so 5 minutes to go. We'll take 2 persons and then we'll close.
These 2 question Tara for the Prime Minister. There is nothing he cannot solve. Come with that question. That is burden, and I'm going to pick the 2 people. Real IPOB 777 and Cyprian Ugochukwu. After you IPOB questions, please ask questions. Just leave the accolade. When we get Biafra, you will do all that. Just ask your question. Real IPOB phone.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Just want to comment. Anyway, I just want to go my question directly. When you're talking about the issue of civil disobedience, you mentioned that for now you are posting it until the next action or until the next round of action. I want you to, because in Biafra now I can see people look for any loophole they can hold something on. So I want to know if you can clarify to Biafra if money sit at home is staying in force or is it also paused? That's my question, please.
Monday sit at home is a no-go area. Monday sit at home continues as long as Nnamdi Kanu is in dungeon. So it is not going to be negotiated, or we are not going to be talking about it. It's sealed, and it's sealed until Nnamdi Kanu is released, and then we are going to revisit that. So for now, Monday sit at home is a no-go area. I'm talking about other civil disobedience that we are going to activate to make sure we continue to cripple the economy of Nigeria. That's what I'm talking about.
Got that. Thank you, Ray IPOB. Now, do we have your question? Please come up with your question. Cyprian Ugochukwu.
Yeah, hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead, please. You have 60 seconds to bring your question.
Yeah, good evening, my Honorable Prime Minister. Good evening, Mazi Van Van Van. I greet you.
Thank you.
I greet you. My question is, PM, I'm happy to speak with you now. My question is, I am really much interested in contribution. I'm calling from the zoo. And we have promised that we are doing something about it for the zoo to be, for us that are in the zoo to contribute. That is my question. What are we doing about that? Well, I want to contribute. Thank you, my Prime Minister.
Thank you. The same answer is still what I'm going to give you. So you continue to follow up until you hear that you have started. So for now, we are still working on the setting up of the mechanism and all that. So once it is ready, we will announce it, and then every Biafran will be part of this, because you are definitely going to be part of this liberation. the final liberation phase, Biafrans are going to support it from Biafra land. Thank you.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. I love you. I love you. Vam, vam, vam.
Thank
Greetings
you.
to
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Wachineke. Please, I'm going to call upon my co-host. Please make your submission, and then success, please, another submission from you before our Prime Minister will close the night. Prince, please.
Yeah, my able Prime Minister and Van Van Van, Parawa Sonny, he was like he was busy today. So says I thank you all. I'm very happy to be among of the co-hosts. It's my lucky because Van 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 wasn't around. Our Prime Minister gave me the privilege to be among of the co-hosts today. So I'm really happy. It's like I will do this thing on calendar to post, to hold you, to put it somewhere. In the future, I will tell my children that see where I'm doing co-host with my Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile. I don't have much thing to say. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate. Today is my happiest day. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
that's how it will be when Biafra comes. My Prime Minister has something to say.
Thank you. No, just thank him. So
Okay. So that's how it will be when Biafra will come. It will also be your happiest day. Prince, you are welcome and you are blessed. Success, please, you have something to say before PM will round up.
All right, thank you very much. And all I will say to Biafrans is that all eyes should be on the ball, as Onyendu directed. So don't allow distractors to distract you. Keep your eyes on the ball. Biafra is our goal. And I'm telling you, Onyendu will be released. We have frustrated all their plans to make sure that the Onyendu is rubbished. We have frustrated it and it is no longer working. They will fight themselves until they will release Onyendu. Biafra is our destination. PM, thank you. I have sent a song. So I'm waiting for the dancing style. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, my minister is out of the other room. Please, my PM, please let's allow the minister information to give his submission, my Prime Minister. Minister, please. Mr. Sonia Parawa.
Is my voice coming out? Because Twitter has been kicking me up and down.
The voice
Am I
is coming
coming out?
like Onyejo
Coming out.
Chota 404.
Okay. Thank you. Now, PM, now teach me how to jump 404. PM, there, whoa.
there were
Vam,
from
vam,
here.
vam, there, whoa. Prince, there, whoa. And success, I see you. Umuchineke. I salute all of you. Twitter, they blocked me this morning, but we are able to go on space, but I can't touch anything. So when I just touch 1 minute, they kick me down. 1 minute, they kick me down. So we will overcome them. I want to salute my Agone Chamber, one of Biafra land, and the entire cabinet, and the existence of the Amadike one of Biafra, because it takes a John the Baptist to be available to prepare the way for a Jesus to come and do the finishing. So, PM, you are 1 in a million, and Biafrans are happy to have you around. Like I normally say about Oyendu, God bless the womb it came out from. The same goes to you. God bless the womb that brought you, because you guys are like one that cannot be gotten in 100 years. So if we miss these chances of utilizing your existence and that of Oyendo to achieve Biafra, it will take another 200 years before the Biafran people will see another set of people of your kind. So your tenacity is too much, and your consistency is what one cannot explain. The zoo government can testify of your goodness, because all you are doing to them is goodness and mercy. And they are saying and they are singing the song and confessing each and every day. I salute you, my PM. The fire will continue to burn, and the enemies of Biafra will continue to give the scorecard. Above all, tomorrow is our fundraising. Biafrans, please remember to visit our website and do the needful, because we need money in all ramifications to be able to shoot anything out. Stop complaining about how much we put on the self-referendum convention in Finland. Remember that we are aiming at raising funds for our liberation in all ways and manners, and it doesn't matter what anyone says. If na Fulani terrorists bring money for us today, make we use and buy weapon, take fight them. We go collect. So call the enemies of Biafra to give us money. We go collect, we go see, go fight them. Because Britain were using our oil and gas to buy weapons that they massacred our children in thousands and in millions. So if we also do same, our case should not be exceptional. Above all, Biafra land must be defended at all costs. And we thank our Biafran Liberation Army for their engagement today. The zoo will give us the scores. They are always the ones that are always falling in Biafra land. PM, I salute your office. It's like we dey forget to even remind them, say we get GOC. Before, zoo government will always be shouting GOC of so command. They forget now that we have our own GOC of BLA and ESN and Biafran Republic government in Israel. Our GOC continue to give them woto until Biafra is restored. They were my PM. I salute you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My PM, I'm happy to be under this cloud of glory with you. It's always a pleasure, and I hand over the microphone to you, sir. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister.
Thank you very much, everyone. I welcome you all again and want to say thank you for sticking to this particular space for the past 1.5 hours. And we're going to continue. Please look out for our State of the Nation address coming very soon. Make sure you listen and tune in to it. It's going to be another powerful one coming. And then also, we will shock the enemy during our convention because something is going to happen there. And they are going to be shocked. So continue to follow us on Twitter. Share our tweet. It's very important. Also, because now we are going to be bringing updates back to back from Onyendu. Our update from Onyendu is one in town. Goa. So the only update that you are going to listen to is going to come from me. I will be feeding BIAFRANS update from Onyendu going forward. So it is in a week of update. This month month of August. The remaining month is going to be the update of Onyendu. So everybody must key into this update as we are going to bring many updates that is going to be very interesting one. So it's going to be update versus update. Update versus update. So I welcome you all. Remember that tomorrow is the fundraising for the Biafra Liberation Army, the Eastern Security Network. Always be part of it. We are going to worship there tomorrow and make sure you come to support and let the struggle continue. Those of you that want to come to the convention, the registration is on and open. Make sure you register on time so that when you don't register when we have exceeded the number of people who want to attend the program, you will not be accepted. So register on time to avoid a line on. I want to thank every one of you. Again, listen to this jingle of the convention, and from here, from me, is good evening.
We warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates, 20th and the 21st of October, 2023. Venue, Mesukeskus, Helsinki. Time, 9 a.m. Helsinki. 11 p.m. Ebobia, BIAFRA land. Whole day event. Special
everything that everybody knows. I'm the one who knows everything.
Exile. Ekpa, Simon, and Jurko.
Some things that we are doing that some people may not know. Though they may be in the hierarchy, they won't know. Because it's for their own good. It is not everything that everybody knows. I am the one who knows everything. People know what I want them to know in order to preserve the sanctity of the movement and to stop people from outside from penetrating and destroying us from within. We shall form a government when our people give us that very mandate. And I'm not going to tell you how that mandate is going to come, because if I say it now, our enemies will go and block that very access. But it's going to come very, very soon, and the world will be shocked. Our plans are impacted, and we are moving along. Thank you very much for calling.
in a speech in the Legislative Council said, since the amalgamation of the southern and northern provinces in 1914, Nigeria has existed as one country only on paper. It is still far from being united. The country is inhabited by peoples and tribes who speak different languages, who have different religions, different customs and traditions, and entirely different historical backgrounds in their way of life, and who have also attained different stages of development. We do not want our southern neighbors to interfere in our development, but I should like to make it clear to you that if the British quitted Nigeria now at this stage, the northern people would continue their interrupted conquest to the sea. Interrupted conquest. That has always been the northern intention. Thank God that the East has now awakened its hostility. And with that awakening, that ambitious dream will never be fulfilled in this country.
I want to make it very clear to them as well that the sit at home we have embarked on, and we are going to embark on in the nearest future, have 5-point agenda. One is for the demand for immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS. 2 is in preparation for the Biafra self-referendum. We want to prepare the mind of Biafra people to prepare themselves for the self-referendum of Biafra, which is coming very soon. And to that effect, we are going to have the Biafra self-referendum first ever convention 2023 in Finland in October.
The injustice is still there, the deprivation is still there, the subjugation is still there, the envy, greed and jealousy towards the Biafrans is still there, from predominantly the House of segments of this country they call Nigeria. So all those indices are still present, but unfortunately it's not been addressed. So we wish to deal with it once and for all. What we are doing will bring an end to it, but I don't know for sure. And it will not, the future generations to come will not have to contend with this very issue anymore. That's something we're here to make certain.